Hey everybody, Sammy here at SFI Sports Cards, back with another video. Today is March 5th, and the item I want to highlight today is something that was at an extremely worthwhile price. I'll show you the invoice here in a second. This is priced at $4.59, and I had a $5 voucher from 4 Sharp Corners. So I only had to pay for shipping and tax, and it came to a total of $4.32. Yeah, so this piece is the 1967 Dexter Press Sam McDowell. Very cool piece here, I thought. Now, I've been a huge fan of McDowell for some time. He doesn't nearly get the hype around his cards that he probably should. Here's the back. It's nothing too crazy. Just a little bio on him. But yeah, McDowell probably the most intimidating pitcher in the American League in the 1960s. No, he stood at 6'5". And this is before the mound was lowered in 1969. So he used that frame along with his blazing fastball. He had a wicked 12-6 curveball and a hard slider. And it made for a very uncomfortable at bat for hitters. Hall of Famer Louis Aparicio said he was the fastest he ever faced. And Reggie Jackson had a nickname for him, called him Instant Heat, saying his array of pitches were the best he'd ever seen. Led the league in strikeouts 5 times, including twice over 300. Also led the league 5 times in strikeouts per 9 innings and twice for hits allowed per 9 innings. He finished in the 1960s with 9.41 strikeouts per 9 innings, second only to Sandy Koufax for that decade. Now he was like Nolan Ryan before Nolan Ryan came along. Tons of strikeouts, tons of walks, very hard to hit. He's 6-time All-Star, led the league in ERA in 1965 at 2.18. Would have been an all-time great, but he had some injuries after he was traded to the San Francisco Giants for Gaylord Perry and shortstop Frank Duffy. But also McDowell was a full-blown alcoholic, especially his last 4 years of his career. So kind of a sad story. He did not drink until he got to the majors, and he only did it to fit in. There's a story I read on Saber.com that he went out to dinner with 2 veteran pitchers, Gary Bell and Barry Latman, after a game, and that's when he drank for the first time. So basically, just to be accepted, whatever Gary Bell ordered, McDowell ordered, drink for drink. And after Bell and Latman left for the hotel after dinner, McDowell sat there and just kept drinking on his own and never wanted to stop. And back then, there was a sort of badge of honor among teammates to go out drinking all night, show up the next day at the park, and pitch a great game. And after a while, he was asked to see a psychiatrist. His wife knew he was sick, and eventually their marriage was on the rocks. He would be fined several times for incidences on team buses and planes, arrests for disorderly conduct. This is especially after he was traded to San Francisco. So this disease really took over his life, and by 1975 he was pretty much blacklisted by every team. And after he retired, the next 4 years, he continued to drink and called it an absolute waste. He did finally admit defeat to his addiction, and with the help of his family, entered rehab. You know, when I started doing a little research on McDowell, I just wanted to show this piece off, but I realized their story is more important than what is accomplished on the baseball diamond. So I feel it's important not only to show off cards, but to discuss the people on the card, not just the player. And there is a difference. So yeah, like I said, I've always been a fan of McDowell. He's very underappreciated in my opinion. And I'm sure anyone that saw him pitch during his playing days can emphasize that statement probably a lot better than I can. But yes, very cool piece. I do have also a 68 Topps as well. Now this one, you can see his stats. You should check them out on any baseball stat sites. This is just a fraction of his career. But yes, very dominant for a good 9-10 years. But I don't want to end the video on a depressing note, so let's take a look at some other cards real quick. I'll just grab some randoms out of this box right here. Don't really have anything planned as far as what I'm going to show, but let's grab one and see what we got here. Oh, I've been wanting to show this off for a while. This is a terrific looking Bowman here. Phil Massey. Now, I believe Massey was a multiple time All-Star. I mean, just look at the details. And what I like to do, especially where I'm at, I have this glare going on because I have multiple windows in this room. So let's take this card out. Look at this beauty. I am a huge fan of these 50s catcher's cards for Bowman. Just look at the artwork. It's just amazing. Different colors, all that detail. And look at the back, pretty clean back. Yeah, I think he was a 4-time All-Star. This card is a beauty. Yeah, I've been waiting to show this off for some time. Glad it popped up. So we can stick that bad boy right there. Yeah, tremendous looking card right there. Okay, so yeah, that's one I wanted to show off for a while. Glad I randomly picked it out. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go to this side now. How about, this is the one I really first got my hands on, so let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, it's Henderson. Check out this one. Now this one, let's take a look at the back first. Beautiful silver here. 95. Look at this thing. So this is pointing out his 1990 MVP season here on the front. Very sharp looking card here. Look at that shine just when you get it in the light here. The silver embossed. Just a beauty. See, they have this "Did you know" part right here in the lower half here. Now, I do remember he was a highly touted running back in high school. I think he was planning to go to USC, from what I remember. I mean, I can go on and on about what kind of a player he was, but I believe we pretty much all know at this point, so that is a beauty right there as well. How about we get into one more here? Something around this area. Now I have a lot of Hendersons in here, so I would like to pick out something a little different. Here we go. We have a 99 Topps. This is Lords of the Diamond. Now I have a couple of these. I have a Frank Thomas and a Greg Maddux. Both were sent to be graded, and they did come back. Beautiful. Here's a Tony Gwynn. Another guy that, why we don't celebrate him more, I have no idea. Because he was a once-in-a-lifetime pure hitting machine. Love these refractors. It's hard to get the light to shine on them just right, but they are beautiful. Mr. Padre is what they call him. Just a great, obviously player, but a great baseball man. As after his career, he went on to coach at San Diego State. I believe he also played college ball there. He left us way too soon. So, anytime I can pick up a Tony Gwynn card that I think is very appealing to me, I will, because, like I said, he is someone that we should appreciate more. It's a beauty of a die cut right there. So yeah, I think we'll call it a day. Glad I got to show off these cards, and that McDowell display right there is also a great one. So yeah, made it through another video. So do check out some Dexter Press photos, like the one right there. They have a bunch of big stars in their catalog, so check it out. They make great showpieces, and it's a terrific alternative if you get in that mood of wanting something different than cards, which I think at some point we all run across. Even if it's only for a day or two. Then we get back into the itch of collecting cards, but there you go, there's today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, show it in the comments. You know, the like button, all that other stuff that you already know about. That goes along with viewing content on YouTube. I hope everyone is enjoying the last half of their weekend. So be safe, and I will talk to you very soon. Take it easy.